You know, I got 98% of what I wanted. I'm pretty happy.
2 weeks after big budget cuts across the nation, fallout continues to come from those sequester cuts, and it continues to escalate.
And even the youngest Central Ohioans are feeling those effects. 10 TV's political reporter Jim Heath joins us here in the studio to explain. Jim?
Yeah, Kurt, Head Start since the 1960s actually helps a lot of lower-income families and children, but the recent budget cuts in Washington, D.C. are already having an effect that could last for years.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Old MacDonald's already dealing with sequestration cuts at Head Start centers in Central Ohio.
It's shameful that I am in America advocating for children's right to be educated.
Delia Al-Khatib's 4-year-old daughter goes to class here at Franklin County's Marburn Center. She says politicians in Washington are making a big mistake cutting programs for younger children.
We must put our best investment in it so that way our children don't come back to the system at a 13, a 14, a 15-year-old with amazing issues that will carry for life.
State Senator Charlia Tavares says the waiting list was already at 200 for Head Start, but because of budget cuts, it's now more than 300 and growing.
Unfortunately, it's across the board, and disproportionately it impacts health and human services and education programs.
Tavares says state officials have a message for Washington.
Take off the partisan hats. Think about the community that you say you want to represent.
Department of Health and Human Services has given local programs the authority to choose exactly how to implement mandatory cuts. In the case of Central Ohio, it's a waiting list for children.
Well, Jim, what is Congress doing to replace that Head Start funding?
So far, absolutely nothing. I mean, there's not even a bill in the works right now. And if one isn't passed by October, guys, officials warned that Head Start could be forced to confront even more difficult choices, which is closing down altogether. The problem with sequestration, it's not allowing flexibility for these programs, so they're just cutting across the board.
It's like flipping a light switch.
It is, off or on.